What's up, you guys? It's AbrielR32 here. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I do apologize for that. I was out of town on Thursday, and I've been really busy with school. The first quarter is now officially done with. It was over October 11th, so, I can kind of take it easy for this weekend. And I saw that my Uriah OTK slash control deck got like 156 views. I was like, holy crap, that's like a lot. And, so I didn't really make a lot of revenue from it, unfortunately. But anyways, I'm going to make that video for a different day. But this is the deck that I ran at Locals last weekend. And I might use it again this weekend. I'm not sure. I've been testing with a couple other decks. But this is Malefic Control. Basic Malefic Seal Drain with the Seal of Orichalcos, which is my favorite card in this game. But there was... whoa, that's kind of glitchy with Classifier. But anyway, that looks really cool. But yeah, so this is nothing like the one that topped in Indy, because if you don't have 3-card guardies, then it's kind of hard to make. So this is kind of one, if you don't have, then you can just build this one instead, really, and make the changes as you see fit. I really like this deck because of the stun aspect. I like any kind of deck that has a really good stun aspect, especially whenever you're able to set 5 and not have to worry about anything. Which is really good, and this deck has turned out to be very consistent. At first, it seemed to be kind of inconsistent in testing, even on DN and IRL, but as I tested with it more, I grew to like the deck. So, to start off, we have... Alright, sorry about that, you guys. You have one Ancient Gear Galvatron Dragon. You only need one. Yeah, at times you would want more, but one has tested to be more than enough. After all, you do use 3 Gear Town. 3 Malefic Cyberin, 3 Malefic Stardust Dragon, 3 Beast King Barbados, and 2 Thunder King. Thunder King just for the stun aspect, and Thunder King is just an amazing card overall. And plus with the Seal of Orichalcos, Thunder King and Beast King both become 2,400 beaters. Malefic Stardust comes a 3,000 beater, and Malefic Cyberin has 4,500. So, just me saying, but I think a 4,500 beater is pretty good. But anyways, also with Beast King, these actually are not supposed to be Beast Kings. They're supposed to be Planet Pathfinders, and I'll actually pull it up here for you guys. Planet Pathfinder, you contribute this card, add 1 field spell card from your deck to your hand. It's a very good card. It just helps you get to your Gear Towns and your Seal of Orichalcos quicker, since you're only using 2 terraforming. And then once you use up both your terraformings, which you'll usually want to go for your Gear Towns for, but if you run 3 of him instead of 3 Beast King, but Beast King seems to work out fine too, and he's an easy normal summon. With the Orichalcos comes a 2,400 beater, so pretty good. But anyways, moving on. So, also another thing with Malefic Stardust Dragon, if you open up Seal of Orichalcos and Malefic Stardust Dragon, you're sitting good, and a few back row cards that can help you out, you're sitting good, because you activate Seal of Orichalcos and you play the Malefic Stardust Dragon. Not only do they have to use a card to get rid of your Stardust Dragon or something like Book of Moon or Tsukiyomi to put it face down, then they also have to waste 2 more cards of destruction to get rid of the Orichalcos, which they're usually not going to want to do that. So pretty much your Orichalcos is just going to sit there unless your opponent is also using field spells. For the spells, you have 1 Dark Hole, 3 Forbidden Lance, 3 Gear Town, 1 Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, 1 Duality. You only need 1. 2 is proved to make the deck inconsistent, because sometimes you just get those hands where you can just have a face-up skill drain and just explode with your field and swing for game. So 1 proves to be good. If you open up with that 1 and you don't have that good of a hand, you just activate it, choose from 3 cards, and you'll usually be sitting decently good after that. 2 Terraforming, then of course the Seal of Orichalcos. The deck, you can't run it without the Seal. Such a good card. If you're controlling 2 Beast Kings or a Beast King and a Thunder King with this on board, then your opponent can't attack at all, because if you control 2 or more face-up attack position monster, your opponent cannot target your monster with the lowest attack for an attack. So therefore, if you have 2 monsters with the same attack power on the field, then you've locked your opponent up to where they can't attack at all. So this can create locks, and if you're sitting with a Malefic Stardust and a Beast King, or a Malefic Cyberin and a Malefic Stardust, they can't attack your Stardust, and they have to go through the Malefic Cyberin before they can go to your Malefic Stardust for attacks. So that's kind of your troll moment right there. And then, of course, a Malefic Stardust and Beast King have fun getting over 3,000 beat stick, and then 2,400, or with Skill Drain on board, 3,400, or I'm sorry, 3,500 and 3,000. 3 upstart goblins for the drawing consistency. You really don't care about your opponent gaining 1,000 life points. You know, if they gain 1,000, you're just like, okay, draw, gain 1,000, play a malefic cyber in, swing, you know, and they're sitting at what after that? 5,000 if you used 1 upstart. Doesn't really matter. 3 Dark Bribe card is so good. It's so good in this set. You need to, I think you need to run at least 2 to 3 in every Malefic deck, just because it's that good of a card. You really don't care about your opponent drawing just because of all this hate that you have. 3 Skill Drain, obvious, and then the Solemn Brigade and 3 Starlight Road. I've been testing Huge Revolution is over. I like having the ability to go for my Stardust Dragon if I don't have a Steel Calcos face up on the field. And I also like the fact that, yeah, Huge Revolution is a counter trap, and in some ways Huge Revolution is better than Starlight Road, because if your opponent goes Heavy Storm and they have 1 back row and you have 1 back row, then, and it's Huge Revolution is over, you can play the Huge Revolution is over, because Huge Revolution says destroys 2 or more cards on the field. Starlight Road says 2 or more cards you control. So, in that aspect, it is better, but in more aspects than just that, Starlight Road can be better. But personally, I just like having the ability to be able to go for my Stardust, especially if you're kind of sitting kind of bad, and all you can really do is just set 5 back row, and your opponent tries a Heavy Storm, you've got the Starlight Road. Yeah, you're sitting good. One thing that I don't like about it, though, is obviously if you Starlight Road and your opponent chains the MST to the Starlight Road, or I'm sorry, if okay, let's say like what happened at locals. I was playing my friend, and he was playing Dino Rabbit, and he even told me before the game even started he never opens up Rabbit, and he never drew into Rabbit with me at all. He goes, I played a monster, and he goes Torrential, and I chained Starlight Road, and he chained MST to the Torrential. The problem with and then I wasn't able to go for my Stardust. Starlight Road negated the effect, but it also has to destroy the card. Therefore, because MST activated first, destroying the Torrential Starlight Road target to destroy the card was no longer on board. Therefore, I could not drop the Stardust, because it has to destroy the card, then you can special summon Stardust. So yeah, that's just a ruling there, in case you didn't know. Extra deck, 3 Cyber End Dragon and 3 Stardust Dragon. These are your necessity. In the side deck, personally, I like to use Veilers just because it's a good hand trap. If you end up running out of skill drains, you got the Veilers, and the Veilers are also tuners to where you can be able to go into Catastor. Planet Pathfinder is a level 4, so that's why you use Catastor. But really, these are just, you know, some good synchros just to have that I just kind of threw in here. Some rank 4s that you can possibly go into: Maestroke, Utopia, Gemini Pearl, and I love this card, Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. This is my new favorite card when it comes to Malefics, because you run 9 level 8s. And he requires 3 level 8 monsters to make it. In case you don't know what he does, he has 3,000 defense, 4,500 attack, a rank 8 light type monster. When this card exceeds someone using Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as any of its materials, negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field. You don't use Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, so that effect's useless. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card. Detach all Exceed materials from monsters your opponent controls. Then this card gains 500 attack for each. Also, it can attack up to that many times during each battle phase this turn. So if you don't have skill drain on board and you end up dropping Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, a 4,500 beater, and if your opponent's sitting with a bunch of Exceeds on board, just get rid of all those Exceeds, gains 500 for all of them, and then you just swing. So I definitely like this card. I actually dropped it once in playtesting, and I did not have a skill drain face up on board, and it was so helpful. And even if you do have skill drain on board, you're sitting with a 4,500 beater. If you don't have the Orichalcos on board, then you're just going to be sitting with him on board. Also, a quick ruling before I end this video. If you activate Forbidden Lance on a monster that was special summoned, then you activate the Seal of Orichalcos, that monster will not be destroyed. I repeat, the monster will not be destroyed. So, just want to let you guys know about that. I mean, I'm not trying to have like a big ego and say that it's an obvious ruling, but you know, the Seal of Orichalcos is still kind of a new card, so in case you didn't know, I was just letting you know. But yeah, guys, that's it. So yeah, that could obviously be a good combo. 3 level 8s, drop a Photon Dragon, Forbidden Lance, lose 800 attack, Seal of Orichalcos gains 500. Whee! And then you're really sitting good, especially if he still has a special ability. So, you guys, that's the end of this video. I might have an update on my Uriah control deck because you guys seem to really enjoy that video. And if you guys want to see more videos like this and like the Uriah control deck, please like this video. Um, Please, say this video to your favorites, share it with your cat, share it with your dog, share it with your friend who's part of White Boy 7th Street's Goat Army. I don't know. Personally, I'm a White Boy fanboy, but he puts out good content. But anyways, also shout out to, oh my God, I'm trying to remember his name. School Master Dancer, I think. I probably really butchered his name, and I really apologize. But I'm gonna put his name in the description. I'm also gonna put the name of his friend who puts out Call of Duty commentaries, which is beast, because I am a huge Call of Duty nerd and I love everything Call of Duty. And if you guys have any channels to suggest for Call of Duty stuff, for Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, please let me know. I pretty much watch all the usual famous Yu-Gi tubers like Mega Capital G, Robbie Cole, all of them. Watch Milkshake dances because I'm a pervert like that. No, not really. But yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, like, favorite, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Don't dislike this video. That makes me sad. That makes me want to cry. But anyways, guys, once again, I will be putting out a lot more content this weekend because I'm ready to chill and relax and all that good jazz. But yeah, that's it, and talk to you guys later. Bye.